Hey up YTPC, are you alright? It is fine. Well, it's not fine here. Monday. It's been a bit of a miserable day. It's been a bit of sunshine, but mainly overcast, dull, and miserable. Miserable day. And this is take 4. First one I wasn't happy with. Second one, I forgot to press record. The third one, when I put it out, had my location down in the bottom corner there. Well, that came straight off. So how the hell that's been allowed? Because I haven't pressed anything, so that was taken straight off. So it's take 4. Meerschaum Monday. In this wonderful Meerschaum. Starting to colour now, look. Starting to get some down here, around his ears. It's going to look great when it's all coloured, this. And in it, I've got some Solani aged barley flake. Cheers. Way past the yard arm. So I've had washing hung out, I brought it back in, I've hung it back out, I brought it back in, I've hung it back out and said bugger it and hung it in the bathroom. It's just been one of those days. Sunshine wet, sunshine wet. So it's been just a day doing not a lot really. Dogs have been out, they were fed about three-quarters of an hour, half an hour ago. And I just thought I'd pop into shed just somewhere different. And I like it in here. So yesterday's video, I mentioned, I think it was yesterday's, about Thursdays, because I said we've got Meerschaum Mondays, Cob Tuesdays, whatever pipe you pick up Wednesdays, and insignificant Thursday. Well, that's any pipe. It's a bit like whatever pipe you pick up day, whatever pipe you pick up day, isn't it? As Bob mentioned, we have significant Thursdays. And then I mentioned about Church Warden Thursdays or something like that. But then Gary, Papa Bear, brilliant idea. Great suggestion. I think it's a good one. What about Artisan Thursdays? And that's going to bring all our artisan pipe makers, their pipes in and everything else. And it's going to be, it's going to be a mix of everything. And it'll be good for them as well. It's giving them a shout out and giving them support at the same time. So I think that's a good one, Gary. And I thought that was Mary shouting at me there. I'm surprised you can't hear in America, So, Artisan Thursdays. Now, it's not up to me, it's not up to Gary, it's up to you lot out there. What do you think? Do you think that's a good idea? I think Gary's going to mention it, hopefully, on his channel, because he might get some viewers on his channel, which I don't get on mine, and see what they think. But I think it'll work right. I think it'll work right. So leave it in the comments. Say what you think. Either yeah or nay. If you think it's a good idea, say so. If you don't, say so. But I think it is anyway. I think it's a good idea. Artisan Thursday. I think we're having an argument now, we're here. So, and also I mentioned yesterday about these humidors. Bob says they're not to bother. He says just make do with your tupperware sort of thing, like because some of them they don't keep them very good. And I was messaging Randy last night, and Slow Mo Randy, and I had a thought, and I thought, well, why don't I just buy a box? See if I can find a box in a charity shop, a nice box, you know, to go on top. Because I haven't got a lot of cigars. Like, I've got like a Carolina Rose sent me some absolutely marvellous cigars, and they're in like a lunch Tupperware box sort of thing. So I thought, if I see a box in one of the charity shops, or see one online which this Tupperware will fit in, put the lid down, I've got the best of both worlds, haven't I? So I think that's going to be the way forward of doing that, rather than buying a Tupperware what might jigger me cigars up. She's away again. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. I messaged Chad Griffin Pipes this morning, because I hadn't heard from him for quite a while, like, and you know, we don't hear from people for quite a while, so it's always good just to check in. So I just messaged him on one of his last video, I think, whatever he did, just to see if he's all right, and I think he's fine. He's all right. He just hasn't had time to put any videos out. He's been so busy. And I think he said he was out with the old car yesterday and that broke down. And I think he said he's never had a pipe for 5 weeks. So, by God, Chad, you must be busy. I always find time for a pipe. But as long as you're all right. I was watching Bull Moose as well. I'm going to leave his link in my description box, because some of the McBarons and the Sutcliffe blends in this magazine he's got, it looks like they're going to be coming back for you guys over in America, and hopefully us, you know, us as well. So that's good. So I'll leave Bull Mouse's link in my description box, and then just watch that, because he has a magazine. It's got all the McBarons, what the looks like they're going to be bringing back in. So worth watching. And what else was there? I'm trying to think. There was something else, and damn, it slipped me bloody mind. 4th time round this. Can't remember. Must be an age thing. Must be an age thing, but I'm going to have to get some more braces. I'm going to get myself a couple of pair of these this week. And hod my trousers up. They're actually not bad to wear, really. And tomorrow I'll have to go and get some shopping. I think. We'll see anyway. See what the day brings. Here comes the rain again. So that's about it, guys. I'm nearly up to 10 minutes. I just wanted to do this video again, because obviously the last one had location in the bottom end of the screen, and that was straight off. And that's the beauty, why you always watch your videos back. Don't just do them and put them out. And but having said that, I watched it back on the phone and the location wasn't on, but when it went out onto YouTube, that's when the location was on the thing. So I always check as soon as it comes onto YouTube. I'll watch it through again and make sure everything's as it should be. And that way you're staying safe. So fortunately it was only out for a couple of minutes before I picked up on it. Well, that's about it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a brilliant week. I hope you have better weather than what we're having here. Catchy was saying it's cold up in Scotland, like, you know, she says the weather temperature up there has dropped. Well, it's dropped here as well, you know. It's not like summer at the moment. It just isn't like summer. But having said that, it's comfortable. It's comfortable weather, to know, to knock about in. You're not sweating your bits off, and it's overcast. Yeah, it would be nice if we had a little bit of sun, but it's not too hot. For me, it's comfortable anyway. So, as I said, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your Meerschaum Mondays. Have a brilliant week, and as always, be kind to each other, because if we're all kind to each other, we all get on, don't we? I'll see you later. Ta-da.